Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for whatever you awaken in the dark.
Hi there, everybody. If you just saw that little teaser I just played, that was also on my shorts feed. I am creating a brand new Five Nights at Freddy's Secret in the FNAF Plush series. It's going to be 5 episodes. It's going to be completely disconnected from my main FNAF Plush series, just like its own little adaptation thing, because I'm really excited for this new game. I think it's going to be really fun, and it's just something I want to do for fun. Hopefully, it'll be rolling out within the first week of the game's release. But this is just kind of a little bonus video showing you guys some of the customs I'm making for this series. And I'm going to be doing a few more of these probably as I finish more and more of the plushies. But this is starting off with 2 characters that I've created, being Jackie and Dolly. So let's get into it. First of all, here is Jackie. Wow, I didn't even do that on purpose. She literally just sat down like this. But yeah, here is Jackie, the Jackie plushie that I have created. Pretty dang big plush, all things considered. I'd say it's probably like twice the height of a Sanchi FNAF plush, which makes sense. Jackie is a very large character in the game, but we had gotten plenty of references for this character specifically in things like the Secret of the Mimic demo booth, which had the real-life Jackie animatronic that the regular Sauce made, as well as the demo, which I got to play, so I knew a lot of how her mechanics worked and how she moved, and the Help Wanted 2 DLC, which gave us a full look at her model, because that was what, like, the old marketing campaign for that game. They gave us like the little secrets of the secrets of the Mimic, the secret teasers of the Mimic of the. But yeah, there was a lot of good reference material for making Jackie. So obviously, as the poster girl of the game, it made sense to make her first. So just kind of going over this plush, I used a lot of different materials this time. I got a little bit experimental, and alongside fleece and fabric, I also used like this costume satin for her skirt and her like shoulder pads, bow tie and stuff, and this like wool yarn material for her hair, which I think looks really, really good. Very, very happy with this plush. Head looks pretty accurate to the game. Tried making her a little bit more cutesy. I love the dimension I added to her mouth. You can kind of see it there. But yeah, I would just kind of throwing out a couple tips there for making plushies. I would generally recommend using fleece. Fleece, you can find rolls of this so you can get cut by the yard at different fabric stores, like maybe Hobby Lobby. I know some Walmarts carry them in pre-cut rolls, but I know not all of them do. Any local craft store, you'll probably a decent chance you'll find some fleece, but obviously the most guaranteed way of getting this is if you order it online, but I would recommend trying to find it in store if you can, because it's just the best way you can look at the fabric, feel it, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then like for stuff like smaller details like the eyes, I do tend to use fabric just because there's a lot more colors of this available, and it is, you're not going to be squishing this, so it's like if it's a little bit rougher, it's really not a big deal. If she's got a big squeaky little clown nose. The neck has a wire in it, so her head stays upright, along with her pigtails also, because like I decided to wrap the sort of pigtails in the yarn, which made it super like stiff, and it allows them to both actually stay up properly. You can kind of pose these technically, but they're not really meant to be posed. It's just kind of more as like support. But yeah, going down to her body, very simplified version of her body in game. She has a lot more detail in the actual game, but I just wanted to go for something that still felt a little cutesy, like a real plushie, rather than just doing like a super hyper detailed version of the animatronic in real life. But yeah, you got, her normal body. The bottom is this sort of like Jack-in-the-Box coil that she has, but broken off endo bits at the bottom because she does break herself out of the box in the game. Very, very neat. I do plan on making the box, by the way. Haven't done that yet, but it'll be a prop for the actual series, so if you're wondering where the funny Jackie's box is, that's where that is. So, the biggest feature on this plush that I was really happy with was the arms. So for the arms, I decided, since in the game she has these long, super stretchy arms that kind of like grab at different things and sort of like claw at the walls, I decided to use these fidget popper thingies. If you've ever seen these, probably on like TikTok or something, I don't know, it's fidget videos. I know tons of those. I don't watch these things, I'm a boomer. But anyway, I just know that that's where most people see this. I saw them and I was like, well, those are little coil things that really stretch out and kind of compress. So I decided to stick them, attach them to the arms, and get a super long piece of orange fleece and glue it to both ends and then squish it back down. And so it makes these kind of like weird little coil arms, and you can grab them and stretch them out. So yeah, it gets like double the length. They get super long. Probably would have liked them to go a little longer for the actual like functionality of like making it look cool, but I still think this is pretty neat. I mean, look at that. Her arm on the right is like twice the length of the arm on her left. You do it for both arms, and then you just kind of squish them back down to get them to go back, but I'm not going to do that with one hand because that sounds like it's going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's my Jackie plush. I'm super, super proud of this one. One thing I also made for the promo video is just these little coil eyes, which I'm probably going to make some for all the different characters I make, just because, like, you know, when the Mimic's in the costume, she goes all evil mode. And I just kind of did it so you can put a little bit of Velcro on them so you can stick them on the eyes. And boom, now she's all evil and stuff. But now we're going to introduce probably the character we've gotten the second most look at, Dolly. Yes, this is Dolly, this sort of nurse animatronic. You can see her in the trailer alongside this poster, the steel posters for their hashtag Mimic Mondays campaign that they're doing over on Twitter. Very, very neat little plushie and little character. I was very happy and very excited to make this. Like I said, we got a lot of good references for her. So yeah, just like very simple, Sanchi Funko style marshmallow body. She's slightly taller than the Sanchi plushies, but this is kind of the height that I'm generally making every mascot suit character. I wanted them to be a little bit bigger because there's a good chance the protagonist is probably going to be like standard Funko size. So I want them to be like either half the size or like, you know, like shorter than the animatronics, because the animatronics are supposed to be like tall and imposing. But I was very happy with how this came out. I think I got a really good shape going for her head. All the details look super cute on her. There's a little bit of a glue stain on her eye because I almost put the highlight on the wrong spot, but you can't really notice it super well. The hair is just fleece as well, but I ended up like cutting it out and making it all like fluffy. I put a little bit of stuffing in it to give it some support on the back. But you had to really pay attention to her hair patterns to make it look super good on the plush. There's her little symbol. It's like this teal color. She has the symbol both on her stomach and on her hat. There's a little name tag that says Dolly. Her dress, her skirt, you know, it's like kind of bunched up. One thing I forgot to mention about Jackie, this is a little different since I just kind of like glued and bunched it together with my hands. This one, I actually did use a gather since this is a costume set and it's a little bit more delicate. I actually did use a sewing gather to get the skirt to scrunch up like this. This one was just a little bit more directly done with my arms. But yeah, there's her little skirt, little outfit, very cute. Here's her like backpack thingy, also with the yellow tubes that connect to her arms. Just a piece of fabric that connects to the backpack. Nothing too crazy there. I just think it looks pretty cool. And her shoes, which one special thing about her shoes, you can see in the poster she has fixed shoes, while in the trailer she has broken shoes. So in order for like whenever she does break her feet off in the game, I decided to do a thing where you can slip these kind of covers on and off the shoes. And, you know, you can get her fixed version if you slip these on, and if you take them off, you have little endo feet on the bottom. So yeah, that's just kind of an easy way to have the best of both worlds. So she's all broken with this one, and she's fixed if I put the shoes back on. She's got her dang dogs out. Put that away, Dolly. Put them back on. Anyways, so yeah, that is just the two plushies I've made. Hope you all liked a little insight into how I made these guys. Hopefully I can do some slightly better documentation for the rest of them, so maybe you guys can learn a little bit more from how I make my plushies. But yeah, don't forget to go check out the Secret of the Mimic series when I drop it. It's going to be really, really fun. I'm super excited to make it. And yeah, go play the game on June 13th when it comes out. I'm going to market Steel Wool's game for them because I think it's going to be really cool and I'm very excited. But yeah. Thanks guys for watching, and goodbye. What?